Age is a gift. Be a rich man.
I wish I was a rich man.
If you got all the eggs, you are nowadays.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's extremely fair. Why did this? I should have
Or you're
checked.
about to be.
Yeah.
Because you sell them all.
Just give me 1 second. I should have looked at this. There's updates to literally everything on my machine because I was gone for
2 weeks.
2 weeks, and now everything decided to update. So I have to resize. Okay, there we go.
Yay.
All right.
Good to see you resizing.
Well, somebody's got to. Okay.
You get me excited enough, I'll resize.
I can only get so hard.
Yikes.
All right, so you guys have been summoned by the Investigators Guild. Drox, the guild master, has informed you that there is a situation that needs immediate action. Nim at the Rimspire Mountains requested an experienced team to investigate a disappearance. He didn't say what it was, just that it was dire. He said that he could be found at the foot of the Frostfall Path. So, if you open up your maps...
Oh, you got a map. How did I do this as a player?
Did you start the game session?
Probably not.
Campaign, the Investigators.
Now I did.
Game. Haha. There we go. Launch game. Whoa.
Oh, look at that. What's new in maps? Loading map. Loading. Still loading.
PC load letter. Yeah, is everybody in?
Looking good.
Is everybody in?
Foot Wanderers in the house.
I see a lot of kind of a dark blur. No. It's,
Hey man, there's like a camp of stuff.
Yep, there's a camp. So,
I know what it's supposed to look like.
yeah, you watched me make this, didn't you?
I think I saw the end of it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I don't think I watched you make most of it, but I saw the end of it.
Nice. So,
Yay.
this is the foot before you head out. This is an encampment. You are approaching. It is cold. You are... It's a well-established path, so you know it's not terrible. It's what you would typically find on a heavily used, snow-fallen, woodsy path, mountainous path. As you approach, you notice that there are two caravans or two traveling caravans set up to block a path with only one entrance. It's early in the morning, so the sun is just coming up over the encampment itself. So it's kind of that in between early morning, late night fog. You're getting this icy fog that's coming up. And as it parts, things start to appear in front of you, like the tents. And it is eerily quiet. Would you like to explain who is coming out of the fog? We'll start with DMJC.
DMJC is adjusting names because of a lot of shit in the way. It annoys me. And you end up clicking on names when you're trying to click on other things. So
Accurate.
I just put us to our first names. Monk in what am I wearing for armor? I don't know that I'm wearing much armor.
First of all, what's your name?
No, it's Sagan. She has dark skin and dark hair to the point where it's almost blue. Like it's so black it's almost blue when the light hits it. If you look at her, the first thing that usually stands out to most people is her bright blue eyes. Notes. Did I add like features? Oh, here we go. Background. Yeah, she's 5'8", 28 years old, 140 pounds of muscle and kick ass. She's traveling with an interesting pair of people. One of them's her ex. And then the other one, there may be something there. She doesn't know yet. It's tentative. But she's kind of pushing the edge of it to annoy her ex. So,
As one does.
yeah. She's walking very quietly as monks do, approaching the camp.
Excellent.
Like if there's that crunchy snow, she's actually like walking on top of it. It's not like her footfalls are not breaking that surface of the snow. Where you get that ice layer on top, it's fun.
Mm-hmm. All right, Cooch, how about you?
All right. Well, you see a lanky, tall elf. Think of like a white Snoop Dogg style,
Gorgeous.
just thin, yeah, green eyes, a little bit mysterious, but his real name is Faliern Balvalur Silberos, but he goes by Flip Squanders because he has left his family far behind and appreciates the mystery of having a fake name. He has had kind of a rougher life, going from town to town without support, and he's joined a guild here, a guild there, as an assassin. But he has recently caught the fancy of this young lass, and he's smitten, so he's not going anywhere until he sorts this situation out. So, but he's a rogue assassin, and he's got some psionic energy powers as a soul knife. So
Nice. I think this will be the first time anybody's done anything psionic since we started doing this.
seemed cool to me.
It's the first time we actually thought.
That is actually accurate.
It's fair.
That's fair.
Someone's got to start thinking around here.
All right, genius.
Lumbering over the two of them, Chert Chuckwagon, the Goliath druid at over 7 feet tall, is crunching through that hard pack of snow on top and definitely making quite a ruckus with his footfalls. He has got gray skin, a number of old tattoos. He formerly was an adventurer when he was young, but had since settled down on the family farm, which was going well until his ex took half of it, and then he couldn't afford to maintain it. So he is now adventuring again to earn the money to buy back the farm. He wields a great sword, but he's got an elaborately carved staff that he carries on his back. He is like I said, he is a druid. So he's relatively serious most of the time, except when he goes and hangs out with the other druids during events like solstices and things like that. Otherwise, he's a pretty reserved, straightforward kind of character.
Excellent.
Picturing Chert dancing around a fire naked.
That's probably how they met.
Everybody's got to have a hobby.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a wild enough lifestyle during the solstice, but when it became normal life and routine and you were always in the same spot, Ono really didn't dig that. She's a free bird. She needs to be free.
Other than the love triangle that is apparently happening, is there anything that we should know about your characters or about the group in general?
I guess I'll go. My character's got an iconic hand crossbow, and I'll use that most often. Pretty cool little thing that I found, and I'm interested in playing with it. But outside of that, just have I've been going from place to place, like I said. So there may be some people that recognize me, and in a very negative way. So.
Chert's real motivation in this is to make enough money to buy back the farm and quit adventuring. So he's really highly motivated to get the job done and get paid. And he is uncomfortable with the situation, but he's still figuring out how it's going to work. Especially if those two end up more of a thing.
I'm sure that won't be awkward at all in the cold as people huddle together.
Yeah.
Ono sold her half of the farm, which is where Chert needs to pay to a businessman who saw a possible windfall in it because she sold it way under value. So even when Chert pays for it, the guy's gonna make. She essentially just wanted it to. Fightful.
Kick him in the balls.
We're in a winter wonderland, so you won't really see it. But from the wrists to the ankles and neck line, like she's tattooed entirely in spiritual tattoos.
Nice. All right. So as you approach Ono, lightly walking over the snow, Chert lumbering through. And Flip just being Flip, walking, not making sound, not making sound, just being your average person. Doesn't matter because apparently Chert is a monster and is going to make enough noise to not be worth sneaking up. Not that you need to sneak up. They are expecting you. Well, they're expecting somebody. So as you approach, it is eerily quiet. As you walk into the encampment, who is typically the leader in this style of, like, who would have been given the instructions and note to?
I think Ono would be the leader, but not Chert. Flip would be the scout. Like, he'd want to go out ahead. I'm just guessing, Ryan. That he'd want to go ahead and not let her be the first one to come in contact with anyone.
Yeah. Yeah, I would definitely do that. No problem. Just trying to stay hidden as best I can, but going out ahead.
Okay. So, Ono, you pull out this scroll that you were handed with the instructions on where you're supposed to meet. And who you're supposed to meet. You're supposed to be meeting a man named Nim.
Nim?
Nim. N-I-M.
And not N-I-H-M?
Nim Brago. Yep. N-I-M. No H. N-I-M Brago. B-R-A-G-O. And you're supposed to meet him.
I don't see anybody, do I?
No, you don't see anybody. It is early morning. And you are... What you think is the Footfall Pass, or the Frostfall Pass. You're at the foot of the mountains.
This is the place, guys, but I don't see anybody. Sorry, this is the place, guys, but I don't see anybody.
They're probably sleeping. Like,
I said it all, and I was like, "Whoa!" I'm using my morning voice. I need to talk in a higher register. As no.
Yeah, they're probably sleeping like we should have been.
You're always sleeping. You can fall asleep standing up. Anyways, check the tents.
Right.
I go over to one of the tents and pull a flat back.
And
Flip's gonna peek into this tent over here.
And as you pull the flat back there, Flip and Ono, You see bundled like forms under these highly warm sleeping bags, kind of like Sherpa wrapped, with the furs, and it's just a mound of a person that you would recognize laying on a cot. And one of them stirs Ono and looks at you with an eye and says, and jumps out of the cot. What are you doing? He's searching around for his sword.
Looking for Nim. Do you know Nim?
And he finds a sword, picks it up, and looks at you.
There's no reason for that.
And says, why do you need Nim?
We are to report to him.
Are you the investigators? Are you here to help?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he visibly relaxes, places his sword against the cot.
You want a blanket or something? You're going to get frostbite on your pecker that way.
And he is naked from the waist up, but has like long underwear on.
I thought you meant waist down. Like he's Donald Duck. Awesome.
I was going to say he's Winnie the Pooh'ing it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
he's got a rumbly tumbly.
He says, he should be up at this hour. He's normally the first up. You're going to be looking for a white tent. There might be some smoke coming out the top. He likes to keep his fire going all day.
Oh, you mean this one behind me?
No, that one behind you is a
white.
It is white. It has all of our supplies.
There's no smoke though, so maybe not.
It's a supply tent.
I see.
It's on the other side of the supply tent there, just around the corner. And he points around.
And she kind of looks him. I see. Thank you.
Yes.
Stay warm.
He should be expecting
you. She says stay warm and lets the flap fall and turns to walk away. Like he's mid-sentence as she walks away. She's very kind of practical and will cut people short at times.
Chert mumbles
Probably
to
one of the
himself.
reasons Chert's happy she's gone.
Yeah, Chert mumbles to himself just around the corner. These tents are round. He just follows.
A verse to around tents? Okay.
Well, they don't have corners.
Sure.
He's not wrong.
I mean, that's factually accurate.
Hard to find the tent around the corner when there's no corners.
I open the flap, I step in here.
And
Brazen as brass.
yeah.
And, morning.
And let's see here. As you pop in, you look around and a voice calls, "Oh, hello there." And there's this very short halfling standing at the table.
Are you Nim?
I am, and who are you?
I am Ono. I'm the lead of the investigators here that you hired.
Oh, good. Drax got my message.
Oh, is he also Winnie the Poohing it?
No, he is not Winnie the Poohing it. So the halfling in front of you is wearing a green green pants, green long what you would call like a Mr. Rogers sweater with a red button up.
Cardigan.
Yeah, cardigan.
Nice.
The red button up shirt underneath. He's got like one of those, it almost looks like one of those fezzes that the monkeys wear when they're banging on the cymbals without the tassel on top.
Nice.
Smoking on a pipe. He looks rather jovial, like he's in a good mood, happy to see you.
Warming my hands by the fire.
Yes, sit. Would you like some honey tea?
That sounds lovely.
And
Yes.
sit. And he's pointing to the mats around the fire.
Ono just sits crisscross applesauce on the mat.
He goes back to the table, grabs a container, pulls this teapot off over the top of the fire. I was just finishing up. You have perfect timing. He goes back, pours a couple cups, hands them out.
Finishing up what?
The tea was just finishing up.
Oh. Very nice.
I trust your journey was nice. Not too cold. And he chuckles.
Well, it's cold in these parts, yes. Cold never bothers me, though.
Oh, that's good. There's a storm brewing, and you're going to need to keep that positive attitude.
Cold sucks.
Well, good luck to you, sir.
Like the one thing that Flip and Ono don't agree on. They're completely compatible every other way except about the weather.
Yeah. They gotta get those adjustable beds where it can be cool on one side and warm on the other.
Yep.
Once he hands out the tea. What'd you say, John?
I said, Flip, take some tea. Come sit by the fire.
Yes, warm yourself. Warm yourself. It's warm by the fire. Have some tea.
Are you coming in? Don't just stand in the doorway and being rude.
It's really small in there.
You just need to duck. It opens up. Come on.
All right, Chert will duck in.
The ceiling is probably it's a taller one. This is, as you look around, this is what you would consider like the main tent of the camp. So it has like the table. It has, you know, if you look closely, it'll have like maps and drawings on it, and it's more or less the meeting hut. So it is a little bit bigger than the other ones. It stands probably at, you know, it's a popped up tent. So we probably have about 10 feet of height. So it would be comfortable for you to stand in. But because it is a tent and it's circular, it's almost teepee style. So it would kind of
so he's
come down.
Where Chert is standing, then he's like standing straight up and down from like up to his waist, and then he's kind of leaning at the angle of the tent for his upper body.
Yeah, so it probably goes up, you know, we'll say 4 or 5 feet, and then bends.
You're gonna hurt your back if you don't sit down.
I'm fine.
Don't complain about it later.
He's a grown man. He can do what he wants. He is gonna anyway.
Nim looks him up and down and says, yes, he is quite grown, isn't he? And once you're all settled and drinking the tea, he says, thank you for coming. Thank you for accepting this offer. I need your help. I sent the Red Drakes. I have a group that was traveling with me, some hired hands. And I sent them over into the mountains to deliver a special order to one of the towns on the other side of these Rimespire Mountains. And they have not shown up. They seem to have disappeared somewhere along the trail.
You say Red Drakes. Is that a group name?
Nah, that's just what they called themselves. Yeah,
okay. They're not actually Red Drakes.
They are not Red Drakes.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, it was a tiefling, and there was a dragonborn in there, and a half orc, and a human. So yeah, it's just definitely not Red Drakes. What I really need is for you to find these drakes and deliver. At least find the package, find the cargo. We can worry about delivering it later, but if you can recover it and possibly find out what happened to this team, hopefully they're still alive. Hopefully you can bring them back, but I really need this to happen.
What is the cargo?
I'm sorry, but it is kind of a secret. It is not dangerous. Well, it is not magical in nature. It is not anything that will hurt. I was just sworn to secrecy. I signed a non-disclosure agreement.
Can I make an insight check to see if he's full of shit or
Yeah.
what's going on here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's 15.
Yeah, he seems to be telling the truth. He seems flustered. It seems like he's more flustered at the situation and not trying to deceive you.
Okay.
I hope you can take my word for it.
So recover the package. Find out what happened to the red drakes. Yes?
Yeah. Yes, if you can. The package is most important. The red drakes, they were aware of the situation. They they're hired hands. They knew they're going into possible danger. So if you can find them and bring them back as well, that would be a plus. But just the package is what we really need to find out.
What kind of danger do you think we might find?
Who knows? It's a mountain pass. There's
Cold deer.
there's
Wolves.
animals. There's you're climbing up into a mountain. They could have fallen. There could have been a landslide. Who knows?
They may have fell asleep too long and frozen.
They could have not packed as well.
He smiles, kind of matter-of-factly.
But I would encourage you to hurry and take off as soon as possible. I know you just got here and you may be tired, but there is what appears to be a blizzard forming over the mountains, and I would hate to lose you as well.
No guarantees.
He's just puffing on his pipe and he's almost making like a train smoke.
Are you saying the smoke encircles his head like a wreath?
No. He's kind of pacing back and forth, so the smoke is following him like.
Oh. Okay. So further up the camp opposite direction we came from, huh?
Yep.
North.
Yeah. So if you head north out of here, you'll find a path that will take you. We get a lot of snow here, from what I understand, and it should be fairly obvious what your path is. You'll come across some waterfalls. You'll have to go past the waterfalls, and you'll find a path that leads you up into the actual mountains itself.
Is water actually flowing, or is it ice at this point?
It is flowing. It is a waterfall, and it's I don't know the science. I'm not a science man, but I think that the water is flowing because it's too fast for it to freeze. Not Bill Nye.
Oh yes. That's science, gentlemen.
If you want to, do you feel like you're? And he's kind of inspecting your clothes, and he kind of walks up to Flip and kind of starts poking at his winter gear. We may need to. Let's get you some gear. And
maybe why you're cold, Flip.
yeah. And he's going to walk past you, and he's going to go out the door and kind of motions, follow me.
Okay. Stands up, she stands up. She just basically straightens her legs, and it spins her around as she stands straight up from the floor. Puts the mug down and walks up.
And he brings you into the supply tent.
Me.
And if anybody else is following?
Yeah, definitely.
And this one is a little bit more tight, Chert. So as you poke your head in, you're like, ooh.
Yeah, sure. This one may be one you want to stay outside. Just keep the flap open. Talk with us.
It is packed with bags of grain, and you'll see some barrels. Some of them are marked wine. Some of them are marked water.
Whiskey?
In one end. Oh, roll
the other.
Roll an investigation. You're actually looking.
One end, out the other. Yeah, I might peruse. Investigation. Primarily because of the cold. 16.
Yeah, it's a very organized tent. You know, everything is labeled and listed and placed according to what it's used for. So you have like all your grains are in one section, and then you have like your fruits and your barrels of, you know, perishables in another section, and then you have you know, a couple barrels of wine, and you do see peeking out from the back what kind of looks like KEY on a barrel behind the wine, and then against the back wall is a couple of trunks, and he opens up, Nim goes to the trunks, opens them up, starts rummaging through, and as you're watching, he's pulling out, inspecting, putting back, and he finally, you know, throws one trunk off to the side, gets to the bottom trunk and pulls out, you know, some big Sherpa heavy jackets. He picks it up, looks at it, throws one to Flip, picks up another one, looks at it, puts it back, picks up another one. This one should fit you, and gives it to Ono. And he kind of turns around, looks at Chert. Oh boy. He digs around a little bit more, and he pulls out this jacket. It's giant. Like, it is a huge jacket. And he says, "This is the biggest that we have," and gives it to Chert. If Chert tries it on, he's going to find that it's kind of a little snug. Kind of when you hold out your hands, the sleeves, kind of like when a kid has a jacket that he probably shouldn't be wearing.
A little coat.
Yeah. It'll work, but it's just, it looks odd. It's very ill-fitting.
Not here for fashion.
Do you have any climbing gear?
I have a climber's kit.
Not particularly. I have some rope. Torches.
I also have a climber's kit.
All right. Well,
Did you tell us to grab a climber's kit in the chat at some point?
I don't remember. I think I said that you were going to cold. Did I say Cold Weather Mountain? Maybe, possibly.
Maybe.
I don't remember. But he reaches behind he reaches behind the trunks and pulls out a couple of like climbing axes. You know, like those. I don't know what they're called. I think they're just literally climbing axes or climbing picks, where they're sharp on the point. And he rummages around, and he has these spikes that look like they tie around your boot. He says, "Do anybody want any of these? Do you think that would you use these?" So he's offering up climbing picks and shoe grippies.
Shoe grippies?
Like, they won't be in your, like, if you want them, you can put them in your inventory, but I didn't create anything for it.
Yeah, I'm finding a climbing kit.
Okay.
What's it called specifically?
Climber's kit.
Climber's kit. ERS.
AR apostrophe S. It's in the 2024 handbook, so you should be able to find it.
What about the 2025 handbook? It is 2025, you know.
But the handbook came out in 2024. It's 2014 and 2024.
I'm being
Yeah,
funny.
they don't number them like like car
You're not
models.
funny, Tom Norman.
I'm hilarious.
Quit your tomfoolery.
There's a climber's kit in my backpack now.
All right.
Boot tips, gloves, pittons, and a harness.
So as he's offering up these items, he notices that you do have a couple of things dangling out your packs. Oh, you've got the rope. Okay, you've got your stuff. It seems like Drax has prepared you for this. He must be aware.
I think he underestimated how cold it's going to be.
Yeah. Unless you're actually here, you just kind of don't know. It's sometimes it's not even the cold; it's just the wind that comes with the cold. It's just biting.
Yeah.
It's right through to the bone.
Yeah.
Fair point.
It's not the heat; it's the goddamn humidity.
So suddenly Nim's from the Midwest.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, thank you, Nim.
Well-
Do you have any rations or like if there is to be danger, like medicine or potions or anything of the such would be appreciated. I mean, clearly, you never know when one will be injured.
He plops down on top of the trunk and he puts his hand to his face and starts tapping his mouth. He's like, I do have a little something. Yeah, give me a second. He piles the trunks back up and goes into the dried food grain area. Pulls out a little sack of dried cured meats. This is really all I can spare. We have quite a few people in this encampment, and I don't necessarily have a lot to spare. I'm not sure how long we'll be here. We've already been here too long. And he gives you essentially, a day's worth of rations a person. Enough, not a lot. I would call it meager, but enough to sustain
one
you.
ration.
Yeah.
One portion.
You give half portion. And
They were worth a portion and a half apiece.
We'll be fine.
and as
We
he
need to find a
scrounges around,
robot.
he does pull
Soul
out
food.
a potion of healing. What is it? Minor potion of healing.
Yeah.
He says, "This is we're kind of running low. There have been some landslides and people who have kind of been injured on expeditions. So this is all I can part with. I apologize."
Well, whatever we don't use, we can return to you on our way back through.
I would much appreciate it.
I'll add the potion to my inventory.
That's Chert's way of saying, no, oh no, you don't get to keep everything they give you.
Fair. It's a backsided dig.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Mhm.
Is there anything else that you're looking for? Anything else that...
I mean, any gold you have, it's always appreciated as well.
Yes. Gold.
Chert's gonna walk away.
You will be compensated handsomely for your assistance once you return with my cargo.
Okay. It's an investment then.
It is. And Nim walks past and out. Where did your tall friend go? As he turns back.
Somewhere out here. He's tall. He isn't hard to find. He should be. Oh, you're short. Never mind. She kind of scans the tents and looking for his head.
I blend in with the rocks.
I do not want your friend wandering around here. this is my encampment. It's not necessarily safe with all the rocks, but I also don't want him getting injured by the people that may be with me. Some of them are a little bit on the rougher side.
Sure, dear.
Right here. Is the sun up now?
Yeah, at this point the sun would be up.
As a
incredibly bright.
as a many-year farmer, Chert's not gonna lower his voice, even though he knows people are probably sleeping because the sun's up. You're supposed to be working.
And as you speak very loudly, the tent behind you, Chert, you hear a grumbling. Yeah, goddamn, it's fucking time for sleep. What?
We should probably get a move on before that blizzard gets here.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Yes, that would be wise. If you just follow this out to the north, you should be good. It's a long trek. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be a little arduous, and it's gonna take a while. It'll probably take you at least probably. It's probably gonna take you several hours to get actually to the mountains, actually up into the mountains.
Nim, one request yet before we leave. Do you have a folding shovel?
Folding shovel. Hold on. He's gonna run back into. Yes, he does find a folding shovel.
Okay.
And he takes him about a minute or two to find it, pulls it out, and runs back out. Catches up with you here as you are ready to leave. Says this. Yeah,
Perfect.
This is going to work. It's a little
exactly what
it's a little older, but
it still functions. It's more function than Flash for an item like this.
all right. I will need this back though. We don't really have many.
Absolutely. I'm just thinking without tents, or if it gets too windy, we could just dig out a place to sleep, a shelter. That's fine. Thank you.
Yeah, that's very, very smart. Very smart. It's a good idea. All right. Well, I'm gonna leave you to it. I have a full day's worth of stuff I got to do. I gotta send out more, and he just mumbles as he's walking away.
He's like, I have a full day's worth of stuff to do, and she says, "Boys," and starts walking away. 2D north.
All right.
Onward
and upward.
And upward.
As you set out, it is, it's...
We share a brain sometimes.
Why is that?
We both said onward and upward.
Oh. Well...
At the same time.
It happens.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens when you're in love with someone. You think alike. I mean, I've known you long enough.
Have a similar hairstyle.
Yeah, don't make it awkward. All right. So as you head north, it is not terribly difficult at first. The path is laid out in front of you. You've seen where where Nim has sent people out, and it's a well-worn path. And he's given you, he's pointed you in the general direction. You have a general map on you that Drox had given you when you left, that gave a general idea of the mountains and the pass, and general layout of the area. Like it's not detailed. It's not a professional cartographer's map, but it's good enough. Roll survival checks for me.
Can I get advantage because I have the map?
Sure.
Nice. Oops. Try that again. Oh, those dice are pretty. 19.
7.
Huh. Natural 1 for 8.
So
Oh no, turns around and suddenly both the boys are gone. She's, how'd they go?
So Ono, you're leading the pack. You have the map. You're confidently striding forward. You know exactly where you're headed. You know, you have this goal set, and you're paying attention to your surroundings, and you're checking the map, and you're looking at the sunrise, and you're doing the whole thing. You're got your bearings, and Chert and Flip behind you are low-level bickering and not paying attention to where they're going. Like they're just talking, but everything has a little bit of an edge to it. Everything has a little bit of a poke. Like they're discussing past adventures, and every once in a while you catch Ono. Well, yeah, of course that's what happened. Is that he wasn't paying attention, so of course you skewered him with the sword. You know stuff like that. Just kind of undermining each other and poking.
I like to think that there's a hostility in it from Flip, but Chert's just oblivious to it. And that's up to Ryan and Jeff, though. Like, Chert just thinks it's a conversation.
Chert's more matter of fact about it. Like the digs are more like, I'm telling you a fact, and whatever you said maybe isn't relevant because of the fact.
Yeah, I mean, Flip's just trying to tell Chert why being bigger is not an advantage in combat most of the time, and the 18 reasons that make sense to him why that's true.
It is, as long as
Ono is walking ahead, and although she is paying attention to what's going on, she's keeping score in her mind.
Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, yep.
It is a very long trek. You don't get lost with your what was it, 19? You're on track, yes. And every once in a while, Flip or Chert will say, "Are you sure we're going in the right direction?" Even though that you can see in front of you the mountain's getting bigger. Like it's very obvious you're going in the right direction.
Oh yeah, we're going the right way.
And it does take a full 8 hours to get you to where you're looking to go. So roll what would it be to would it be a medicine check to see how tired you are? Like if I wanted to like roll to see how much of an of a
be a constitution
saving throw. It would be a constitution saving throw against the elements. Or if we're trying to figure out how each other look, that would be a medicine check.
Okay, just do Constitution, just to see how much of a toll this took on all of you, because it's
like a saving throw.
Yeah,
because if it's going to affect us negatively, you want it to be a saving throw.
From one end to the other. Natural 20 for 21.
13.
I'm just plodding along.
All right, so Chert and Ono.
When we get there.
Chert and Ono are very. They're like ready to go. They seem very fresh.
She's been helping on the farm. She's got some pretty good endurance.
Yeah, and I'm sure Chert's long stride helps him.
Yeah.
And Flip is.
You look a little.
Like you could probably use a rest, but you're fine for the most part. Like the path itself wasn't terrible. It's just the fact that it's cold and you've been complaining and you're just kind of tired from a long days of worth of travel.
If I had that much fat on me, I'd be pretty warm too.
So I'll leave it up to you guys. Do you want to take a rest, or do you want to keep going? I'm assuming you guys are probably going to want to keep going if Ono and Chert are good.
So probably while we're walking, looking for any signs of where they might have gone or where they might have gotten lost or
tracks, footprints, a ribbon, a mitten, a boot,
a body.
a body.
Any burrow marks off the path or anything?
A name signed in the snow and urine.
Mm-hmm. A steaming pile that's no longer steaming.
Yeah, frozen pile.
All right. As you approach and you're discussing whether or not you're going to actually take a break or not, you come. Actually, roll perception checks, everybody.
Seriously, natural 1 for 5. I've rolled 1.
Chert only rolls crits.
Wow. This is going to be quite the adventure.
You might as well flip a coin all campaign, Jeff.
Let's get the 2-sided dice out.
All I perceive is that I'm cold as shit.
20.
Yeah. So Chert's kind of lost in his own little world, and Flip is just bitching about being cold, and he won't shut up. And
Flip is distracting me, and I'm just like, okay, it's gonna be cold, it's gonna be whatever. You don't have to keep complaining about it.
Yeah, and as this is happening, Ono puts up a hand and says, "Guys, shut the fuck up." And in the distance, Ono, you hear as you're coming into this, the foot of these mountains is it's kind of rocky valley style. You hear what sounds like running water, like loud running water.
I think we may have found the waterfall, boys. I think. I don't know if anything's nearby, but I do hear the water. Listen.
You can tell that it's coming from a certain direction, a little bit north and west of you. So as you're walking, it's starting to get more wooded. It's starting to get more rocky.
Some relief from the wind.
Fun.
Oh no, the map went away.
No, I have it right here, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness.
Don't worry, I'll lead us through this.
What does it say on that map? Does it say we're almost there? Does it say there's a big fire encampment up
Flip,
ahead?
Flip.
Warm up?
Hey,
Flip, are you really giving me an "are you there yet"?
No,
Hey, Flip.
No, of course.
Maybe-
Of course.
maybe that waterfall's coming from a hot spring. Maybe there'll be a nice little hot pool.
Yeah.
Could be.
That sounds great.
All right. So as you go, the sound is getting louder and louder, and obviously, it is 2 large waterfalls. As you enter into this valley area that's surrounded by walls, rock walls, and you can see. I'm assuming you guys can see the map. Did the map load?
Yeah, I had to zoom out. It was because it's black in the middle, so I thought it wasn't there, but it was there the whole time.
The whole time.
All right.
The whole flipping time.
Pointer. There we go. All right. So you can see the walls, and you can see there's a waterfall on the north side is coming down, and you don't see, well, you would see where the waterfall is going down the other side. So to the north is where it's coming down into the river, and then on the southwest side, it's going down over the edge.
What is the... why are we not... What's obstructing our vision that we aren't able to see in the middle? Like this?
Trees.
Yeah, there's trees. There's, and I just didn't erase more of it yet.
Okay. Oh, I was just wondering what is actually obstructing our vision. Trees is enough.
Yeah, there's trees, and there's the walls of the canyon.
Oh, Flip, before as Chert walks in that direction, he walks away from the two of us. Ono walks over to Flip and just kind of grabs his cheeks and says, "We'll be done soon. Just hang in there." And she gives him a little kiss on the cheek.
Ooh.
Keep going.
Hey, girl, I got this. No problem. I just don't like dealing with that lumbering oaf.
I got you. He's incredibly strong, though, and will come in handy. Believe me.
Yeah, he is.
And now there's that image in Flip's head. Thanks, DM.
Hey, don't blame me. This is your story.
Sure.
All right. So, yeah. And on the north side, it's a 60-foot waterfall. And it's very loud. And you know, if you've ever been close to a waterfall, it can be very deafening, even when you're a distance away.
Oh, yeah.
And it's probably echoing across all the rocks and magnifying it.
And because there's two of them, one to the north and one to the south, it's kind of a...
different pitches.
Yeah, it's different pitches.
Real low one where the water, nearby the water, and then there's like a higher pitch from the one in the distance.
Talk amongst yourselves for a second.
Sure, you're running off ahead again. You're not the quietest.
Chert, how is it that you stay up on top of the snow? I mean, I would think as big as you are, you just fall right down.
He's not on top of the snow. He's just that tall. Look, the snow's up to his knees.
Yeah.
Huh, fascinating.
That's why he's so slow.
Say that I have 35 foot walking speed.
35?
Yeah.
Pretty strong. So
Ono has a 40-foot walking speed, so you're slow to her.
Monks. Even at level 5, monks are freaking fast.
Yeah, they are.
Just wait till you can climb up and down surfaces. That's
I'll run up this waterfall. Watch me.
Yeah.
I have a free Misty Step.
Ooh, that's good.
In case that comes up. And I picked Lightning Lure. So basically, grab something 10, 15 feet away, I think, and then pulls it closer to me.
I have a significant number of ways to heal things, so...
I have my flurry of blows. I have my focus points. I do have an uncanny metabolism. Once per long rest, when you roll initiative, you can regain all expended focus points, which is kind of a neat thing that monks have now. So if you get caught off guard, you can spend that to be prepared for combat.
All right, sorry about that.
and I gain some health with that too. It's a 1d8 plus 5 HP. I like this.
I can have a familiar. I can use a wild shape to cast Find Familiar if we need to have a experimental throwaway character.
Like a ferret to run off a cliff?
Like a snow rabbit, snowshoe hare.
You said snow rabbit. Anytime someone says snow and rabbit, all I think is that scene in the Last of Us video game where there's a cutscene and you come out of this very violent cutscene, and then there's this cute little rabbit in the snow, and it's like, aw, and then an arrow goes through. Watching streamers react to that's the best.
All right, sorry about that. Had to
No problemo.
check on the dogs. Stacy's up now, so it should be good. All right, so you guys are headed along the southern pass. As you... so the way that you're taking, if you look a little bit above your characters, you'll see that brown thing.
The ridge. Yep.
So you guys are headed down a little bit.
Does it continue
Not the
downward?
most-
Nope, it doesn't
Not the
continue
most
downward.
tactical.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not the most tactical of choices, but that's how Chert operates.
How tall is that ridge?
It's probably about 10. Probably about 5-10 feet high. It's not a big ridge because as you see, it's.
Yeah, I'm gonna find one of the sections where it's lower at 5 feet and actually climb up it, pull myself up it, so that I'm in the higher. You're redrawing the.
Nope, I just.
There we go.
Yeah. All right. So as
I was giving you shit.
All right. I'm going to have you guys hold on there as you are moving.
Oh.
There is a couple things that you notice.
Oh, cute.
Mhm.
And also deadly.
This
Vicious.
owl bear is hiding behind these trees here, and it's not cowering, but it's not being aggressive. You can see its ears are twitching like it hears something.
I go on high alert and start looking around instantly.
Behind it is a fast flowing river with large chunks of ice on it.
I am now looking all around for threats, because if the owlbear is freaked out and looking, owlbear is a big enough threat to us, but whatever's threatening an owlbear.
And let's do initiative. So give me 1 second.
Okay,
1,000.
all done. You ready?
All right, roll initiative.
Oh yeah, that's a 20, baby.
Hey, I finally rolled something that wasn't a crit.
Not a natural, but a 20.
When you did this, John, did it automatically put in initiatives?
Did you hit start combat?
I did not hit start combat. I added.
Auto roll for yours.
Yep, I did.
Above yours, and then ours should populate based on our initiative rolls.
So when I clicked add all characters, it just gave them an initiative.
You can have the combat set up beforehand. Oh no, this is maps. I'm thinking of the combat tracker.
It's fine.
Yeah,
I
I
can
think
manually add it.
Yeah,
based on
I
yours.
think you have to manually put them in the auto input of it.
All right. So the way this is going is Ono, Chert, Flip, and then the owlbear.
Okay.
You're not actually in. This is just initiative, so it's not like the owlbear is attacking you or anything right now. It's just you guys are, just so we can keep
You
track.
see
of
the
what's-
initiative order at the top of the map.
Order of operations.
That's really cool. I like that.
Yeah, I suppose you're going to see things that you didn't see before because.
Yeah, I'm player perspective, man, and I'm desperately trying to remember the DM. Like you have everything down the left hand side now, right? Yeah, and then if you click on like the owl bear, there should be a box to click on that will give his character sheet for you, and
Yep.
you should be. I think you can roll out of there now.
Yep. So.
Yep.
So underneath that
So
it says
it is-
open monster stat block, and that'll open up a new window that'll give me.
Yep. I am going to. I want to look around. I want to do a perception check to look and see if I can see another threatening creature that this owlbear may be afraid of.
All right.
If that's possible.
Yeah, go ahead. We'll treat this, as you would initiative, action, movement, reaction.
Yeah. That's so for my action. I'm going to basically search or perceive for other things. With a 10, don't know that I'm gonna see a whole lot.
Yeah, so you see what's in front of you. You see the owlbear, you see trees, you see running water, you see ice chunks. The owlbear, with a 10, you're not quite sure, something is kind of tickling on the back of your mind. The owlbear seems odd,
Okay.
but you can't quite see enough of it to understand why.
I am going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 to get around to the backside of it and see if I can get a better view on it.
All right.
And then...
With the owlbear's reaction, it's going to jump up
Uh-oh.
and look around and roll a perception check.
That's better. That's a 20.
Yeah, with the dirty 20, it hears the sound and it turns to where you're moving.
Yep.
And you are immediately creeped out by the fact that the owlbear has no eyes.
Uh-oh.
It is blind. Like where its eyes were is empty
Oh no.
sockets. Empty sockets.
Okay. I hold very still. I'm done. That was my action and my movement. That I don't have appropriate bonus action here. So I don't think I do. Hang on a minute. Bonus action. Actions. Bonus action. Where's my bonus action? And that's all my flurry and key point stuff. So no. I don't have a bonus action.
All right. So you're good?
I'm good. Yep.
All right. We'll go with Chert then.
Chert's gonna be like, oh no, where did you go? And since you can't see where Ono is right now, going at 5, 10, 15, 30, and now he really gets a good view of that. Well, if the owlbear's looking the
Backside of the owlbear.
gonna see the backside of the owlbear.
It's got no eyes. It's got no butt.
Since the owlbear doesn't appear to be threatening yet.
It's 3 goblins in an owlbear skin.
Gross.
Yeah.
It smells bad on the outside.
Take inspiration for that.
I will. Nice, you can do that on any tab. I will just hold a. Let's see. So I'll hold a thorn whip cantrip for if it tries to do anything hostile. Also, I'll ready that action, and I'll just stay here. So my turn is done.
All right.
All right, Flip.
Well, Flip will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, like right in front of the owlbear.
Well, technically behind. The owlbear's facing me.
Fair. So right on this side of the owlbear.
That works.
And
technical.
I'm gonna wait to see if it does anything hostile to Ono, but already my hand crossbow for an attack. And that's it.
All right, so the owlbear is going to...
Smells you. Because you stink.
The owlbear is going to turn towards Flip as it hears something crunching up behind it. And it's going to... It's going to posture itself, and it's not going to attack, but it's going to kind of jump, flinch in whatever direction that is, and kind of flap and kind of make itself bigger than what it is, and try to intimidate.
Flip, look at its eyes.
That's terrifying.
No, and there's no intimidation. I can't roll for intimidation.
Doesn't have eyes. That's there's a heavy rolling of the eyes when Chert says look at its eyes, and I was like, it doesn't have eyes, dumbass.
I know how to spell owlbear. Oh no.
You can't spell owlbear
She
without.
says it under her breath. You wouldn't hear it with the waterfall. But there's there's some trees in the way. I was gonna say you would notice the eye roll because it's hard with like a head tilt and everything.
You can't spell owlbear without oh no.
No N in owlbear.
Shh. It's fine. It's fine.
No bear.
And that's going to be its turn. It's not going to do anything. It's puffing itself up.
Nothing else.
Yep, and it'll go back to Ono.
She is going to click like you would at like a horse and talk calmly and gently and approach it slowly, trying to not be hostile with it, but alert it of its presence and let it know that we are safe. We are a safe entity.
The owl bear is going to quick flip around and face you, and say it's actually going to talk to you. It's going to say, "Stop right there! Stop! Stop!"
Okay, it's okay.
And
It's
I
okay,
need you
we're
to roll an animal handling.
I'm gonna take one step forward from where I was, and he says stop, or she. Is it male, female, feminine, masculine voice? Indifferent?
It's because you had a 20 before. I'll say you'll recognize it as being more feminine than male.
If you've ever been to Hooters, it's more typically.
I'm not sure where you're going with that, but
It's an
Apparently,
owl.
Hooters exist in the Forgotten Realms.
Owls.
It's
Hooters.
owl bears on the shirt instead of owls. 17 for the animal handle.
instead of Hooters, it's beaks.
Beaks. Beaks. No, that's the male equivalent. Beaks. Anyway, 17 animal handling as I approach. We're friends. It's okay.
The owl bear doesn't stop puffing itself up, but also doesn't attack. She says, How do I know? How do I know?
I don't have any weapons on me.
Why can't I see?
You'd be dead right now
Don't have
if you weren't
any
for
eyes. Your eyes are missing.
What happened to my eyes?
I don't know.
I can't tell you.
I have no idea. I am so sorry. I have a lot of sympathy for you. I hate being in the dark. I can't imagine what it's like to not be able to see.
I just remember walking through the woods, and then there was a noise, and somebody spoke to me. That's all I remember.
Are you alone? Do you have any friends or family?
No, I'm here by myself. I was just wandering, foraging. I do have family, but they're back. I'm far.
Can I hear it talking?
No, this is kind of a softer conversation. With the rushing waterfall, it would be pretty tough for you to figure that out.
I'm going to take another step closer to you.
How do I know you're not going to hurt me?
You don't. You have to trust me. But what have I done? Keep in mind, what have I done that has come across as a threat to you?
Roll persuasion.
All right. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh boy. 0 plus 0. Die roll only. Here we go. And it's a nat 1. Yes! Let's go.
Yeah. So the owlbear,
I am too quiet. Is the problem.
yeah, the owlbear lunges at you.
Fuck. All right. Oh, then basically, if the owlbear's lunging, just to keep us in initiative order, I will make an attack when the owlbear lunges.
Okay, so I was holding an action for a hostile.
Yeah, go there first.
I'll use my reaction, casting Thorn Whip at it.
Ooh. Thorn Whip's a good one.
23 to hit.
Yeah, that's a good hit.
Okay, is it hold on a second.
You know what happens if you pull it 10 feet closer to you?
Yeah, I gotta ask the
This
question.
is gonna be beautiful.
Is it large or smaller?
Yes,
Yeah, it's considered what is it?
large creature.
Yeah,
Large.
It's large.
Mm-hmm. Large monstrosity.
2 by 2. Yeah, 2 by
Okay,
2.
so the Thorn Whip will do some damage, and it will be pulled 10 feet closer to me. I see it going for oh no, and I'm like, nope, I'm pulling it away.
All right.
So I'll pull it.
Flip.
10
Despite
feet
how awful
towards
she was to him.
Flip will need to do a
the
dexterity save.
that counts. Oh, the damage is 2 1s, 2d6 for 2. So it's only 2 damage, but yeah, pulled back 10 feet.
Dexterity saving throw, Flip. Get out of the way.
I mean, is what you want me to do?
That's what Tom said.
Yeah, dexterity save.
All right. 24.
Oh yeah, you easily jump out of the way.
Sorry.
I'll let you pick the direction. But you see this whip crack over your shoulder as the owlbear gets wrapped around the waist and yanked in your direction rather abruptly. You're able to save that and jump in a direction to get out of the way.
Okay. So I am going to complete my movement and call my turn there because that was enough talking for an action.
Mhm.
And we can move on to Chert's actual turn now.
All right, Chert.
Considering it already did a lungy thing, let's see. 15 feet, that's a cube, right? Yeah, 15-foot cube. He's within 15 feet, or she's within 15 feet of me.
Yeah, looks like it.
So I'll do a thunder wave, which will be 15-foot cube, and have it not hit Flip. I'm not that evil. So it's a con saving throw.
Eight.
I guess I should have read this first.
Oh no.
Alright, it's gonna take 3 Jesus. A 2 and a 1. 3 damage and be pushed 10 feet away from me. I wasn't expecting Ono to be continue towards it, so oops. just bouncing this thing all around, trying to make it dizzy.
Well,
Can't see anything.
oh no, make a dexterity save.
Gladly. 21.
All right, you jump out of the way, choose a direction.
I'm going this way. Oof.
And it is also a thunderous boom audible within 300 feet. So.
Oh shit! Over the roaring water, there's a boom.
Chert was not thinking completely clearly, but we'll use my movement to move up to the trees here, and that's my turn.
All right, so then we'll go to Flip next.
I wouldn't have any way to heal this thing, so it doesn't really seem like Alright, I'll just continue attacking it. I'm trying to figure out what Flip would do. He'll take a shot with his crossbow at it without getting any closer. That is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
And 9 damage. And I'm going to try to... Let's see. If the target is large or smaller, it must succeed on a 15 dex save or be prone.
Cool.
21 for dex.
21?
Yep, I rolled a crit. I critted.
Is that the mastery for a crossbow?
No, this is a psychic. It's basically, yeah, it's it'd take a psionic die for it.
Cool.
Alright, that's it. That's all I'm gonna do.
All right. So it's the owlbear's turn. The owlbear is going to roar in anger and pain and a little hint of scared. And
Drop a pellet.
plop plop.
A bowl of Cocoa Puffs.
It's going to it smells Ono with its keen sense of smell close to it and will move and attack. Yeah, yep. It's going to use its rend attack. 9 to hit.
9 does not hit.
All right, and with its second attack, it's going to get you with a 10.
That does not hit as well.
So the owlbear, in its anger and scaredness, attacks you, but because it's not used to not being able to see, it whiffs 2 times. Like, it can smell you, it knows you're there, it knows you're close, but it's just not used to not being able to see. And that's going to be its turn. Go back to Ono.
Ono is going to go
only
5,
chance.
10, 15, 20. She gets an AO.
Yep. And I was going to say the owlbear is going to...
5, 30.
How about a 27? That was a crit.
27 hits. That's a crit?
That was a crit.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah, that hits then. For sure.
I'll say this is probably your last chance to stop us from continuing combat. I don't know why it's talking.
This may hurt.
So what is crit? Is it just double? So I rolled...
Just right click on the thing and then select crit and then hit roll.
Yeah, it didn't let me do that.
Oh, it's double the dice.
Yep, double the dice once on the modifier.
All right, so that'd be 15. 15
15.
slashing
Ow.
damage.
All right, 15 slashing damage. I do continue my movementing away unless she has something that stops me.
Nope.
I get around to the other side of her, and then I'm going to attack. And let's see, let's do the attack action here. Where's my attacks? My unarmed strike.
So your movement was to run around in a circle?
Basically run around the other side of her. 12 to hit.
Nope, that does not hit.
All right, then I'm going to Flurry of Blows as my bonus action. And I want to Flurry of Blows push. When you hit a creature with an attack granted by Flurry of Blows, the target must succeed on a DC 13 Strength check or be pushed 15. What, Jeff?
Do you get two attacks for your attack?
That is a good question.
Oh, if it's a bonus action.
I don't. Wait, no.
I would think
yes, I do. I automatically get 2 attacks. Yes, so there is a second attack. Hang on. Let's do that first. Other unarmed strike. Second unarmed strike, sorry. That's 26 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that's a hit.
10 points of bludgeoning damage. And then we do the Flurry of Blows. Push. So I'm going to spend a key point. Where are my key points? Here, my key point. Or focus points. Focus points now. Spend a focus point. First attack with Flurry of Blows is a 11.
Negatory. And
the second attack is a 21.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay, I need a DC 13 Strength saving throw.
Does that count for creatures that are larger than you? Because this is a large monstrosity.
When you hit a creature with an attack granted by Flurry of Blows, the target must succeed on a DC 13 Strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away from you. It doesn't say anything about size.
Okay, cool.
I'm a monk. I do monk shit.
Well, what was the damage for that?
6 points of damage and then the Strength saving throw. Otherwise, she's in the drink.
12. What was it?
13. So she failed.
It just failed.
15 feet back into the water. Bye.
All right. Right about there.
Mm-hmm. That's a rushing river, isn't it?
Very much so.
And she's blind?
And she's blind.
Cold.
All right, I'm done with my turn.
All right, Chert.
I could Thorn Whip and pull her another 10 feet back towards me, but I feel like you pushed her in the river for a reason, so I'm just gonna hold a Thorn Whip for if anything else threatening appears, and I'm just gonna pass my turn and let the owlbear float away, and be like, oh no, what's? It looked like you were trying to talk to it, but I couldn't hear anything, and that's my turn.
Okay.
All right. So Flip.
I'm just gonna get to the bank and I'll hold my lightning lure for anyone to say save the creature. But I'll ask, so we're done with this thing, right? And that's it.
Anybody want to?
Ono does not say a thing. Just watches.
Chert, you want to say anything?
No, I don't know anything. I didn't even know it could talk. I just saw Ono was talking at it, but I couldn't hear anything.
All right, so I'm going to say that the rushing river is 15 feet per round. We'll say that.
Okay. Athletics check which is strength to swim. So, if you wanted to do anything with that.
Yeah, the owlbear, upon going in the water, is going to try to strength her way out. That's a 12, so it's not going anywhere right now. It's confused and it's kind of out of its
Doesn't
realm.
know which way to go.
Yeah.
Suddenly cold and rushing water, and
Yep.
can't see to know where the bank is.
Correct. So the owlbear is actually, as an action, it's going to yell, "Help me! Help me!"
Ono's turn.
And then it'll be Ono's turn.
Ono's gonna walk to the edge and just look at the two of you. They don't. And that's my turn. Whether or not any of them listen to her is.
I'll
Up to
move
them.
up to the bank also and be like, "Why is it talking?" And without doing anything else on my turn, I'll let. Oh no, you can respond, I guess, because I'm not going to do an action this turn.
As it talks.
Owlbears aren't supposed to talk.
They're supposed to have eyes too.
Well, yes, but that can be remedied. But why is it talking?
I don't know. I don't care anymore. Bitch attacked me.
Why did it attack you?
I don't know. I was being nice. I was trying to be calm and approach it gently.
All right, I'm
It
gonna,
freaked
Combat.
out and attacked me.
I'm gonna move to Flip's turn.
Because I haven't looked at. Yeah, that's fine. I haven't looked it up, but just from a meta standpoint, did they make owlbears into beasts in 2024, or are they still monstrosities?
Find that in a second.
I think it's a monstrosity.
Okay, it should say right underneath its name, usually in its stat block.
Yeah, it's
It
a
would say, like,
it's a large monstrosity.
Okay. If it was a beast, I'd be concerned as a druid, but if it's still a monstrosity, then I'm not gonna
Makes
be
sense.
overly concerned. Except it probably has information that Tom wanted to give us, but,
It shouldn't have attacked me.
too bad.
I was being nice.
All right, if it's my turn,
We're finding
I'll-
something out about Ono. She's nice until you cross her, and then she's a bitch.
I'll move over here, and I'll say that the talking is mysterious, and then I will use my lightning lure, which I need to read again to see if I can still use it. Large creature. Doesn't really say. Alright, so the target must succeed on a strength saving.
Okay.
And it's a very easy strength saving throw to make. So I will try it anyway.
I mean, unless it intentionally fails, because it would want to get pulled.
I mean, yeah, fair point. So,
8.
Oh, never mind.
It failed anyway.
okay, so it takes damage because it's lightning, so it does take 8 damage, but I'm pulling it to the edge and saying, "Chert, grab it."
So it did get pulled to you?
Mhm.
Yeah. So essentially, this is how it reads. Or be pulled 10 feet in a straight line toward you, and then take the lightning damage.
Alright, cool.
So far we've pulled it 10 feet, pushed it 10 feet, pushed it 15 feet, pulled it 10 feet.
This is gonna be a fun group composition.
Wow.
I hope you aren't planning on anything positional with this group. You're getting yanked and pushed all over the place.
Now it's at
I
the
got nothing.
shore, so that's something.
Well, it's the owlbear's turn now. Technically,
Owlbear
I think,
turn?
unless
All right. Was that it, Flip?
Flip's doing moving.
Yeah, that's it for me.
All right. The owlbear is going to.
Is it happy or sad? It got hurt, but it's also now at the bank.
It's holding on to the bank. It's still in the water. It didn't have the strength to pull itself out. But she's saying, "Thank you, help me pull me out. Thank you." And that's the owlbear's turn.
Ono moves away from the bank, moves over here, sits down on this rock, and starts tending to the slash wound across her shoulder. I know we're still in initiative. She's petty.
Yeah, you do you.
We had the fight taken care of, and it was a fight because she attacked us. We did nothing threatening.
I like it. I think it's
In her mind, that's how she views us.
Yeah, that's
It'll be kind of fun.
valid. All right,
All right,
we'll move on to Chert then.
All right. Well, since it seemed very polite in its non-owlbear seeming personality, I will attempt to help pull it out of the water, or attempt to pull it towards my direction.
All right.
So,
either
strength.
Yeah, I was gonna say athletics or strength, or probably just a straight
I
up
would take
strength if you're trying to pull it out.
Oh, I wanted athletics because I get advantage on it. Oh no, advantage to end the grappled condition. So never mind. I don't have advantage on regular strength checks.
And if you want to ask for Flip's help, I would give you advantage.
Flip, help me grab this thing.
Yeah, I will.
Advantage roll. A nat 20 and a 19.
Jesus.
So 22.
Yeah, so you definitely with the nat 20, with the help of Flip, each of you grabs a wing, an arm, whatever you want to call it, and pulls the owlbear out onto the bank.
Just cut into these rocks here, and that's good enough. It's not in the water.
Yep. And we'll actually keep. We'll actually end initiative as the
Let's have
owlbear
some conversation here.
as the owlbear rolls onto its back, shivering, and says, "Thank you. I'm so sorry. I thought you were whoever did this to me. I'm so sorry." And we will stop there.
Oh,
Because it is that
all
time.
right.
Or close to that time, anyway.
Good.
Close enough to it.
So we kicked his ass for a while.
We showed it who's boss.
We beat up a blind owlbear, guys. Come on. Like,
A blind talking, well-mannered owlbear.
Way to go.
well
Police.
mannered. No way. She attacked first.
I mean, you got
what she deserved.
You invaded the personal space.
I did nothing threatening.
John's really mad about that.
Yeah,
Not
I
my
feel
fault.
like
She's a paranoid. John's not mad at all. This is all Ono. Like Ono is completely like this may be a thing for a little bit.
clearly there's some trauma there.
My last note here is Ono a bit petty about them saving the owlbear. So it may come up again.
I mean, on the bright side, worst case scenario, we have some meat. Best case scenario, we have a friend. So,
Yeah. If you feel like
Source of heat for a little while. If we want to climb inside.
You're gonna have to kick the goblins out.
Yeah.
All right.
Just a reminder to the DM: there was a very loud noise in case anything else in the area was alerted to the presence of something.
Beginning of the next session is a white dragon lands and grabs the owlbear, and we roll initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm aware of the loud noise.
I know you had a lot going on with running the show and the map and everything. So
it actually wasn't terrible. I just wasn't doing as much as I normally would with like sounds and music and stuff. So it all worked out. All right.
yay!
So that was session 1. Oh, clappy clap. All right. So, Ryan, you want to add anything to this?
No, I'm good. I think we've got enough. I mean, I added a lot of show titles, so we'll have to still...
Good. That's the one thing I forgot to mention is show titles are going to be a one-man show unless Genius and John want to go to Showbot and actually manually enter them in.
I can manual enter them in Showbot?
Yeah, if you go to Showbot, at the very bottom, there's a plus sign.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I will probably keep that open then and do it that way.
Okay. I might just keep.
I will have to log in for that, though.
I might just keep it keep Twitch open on my.
Must be logged in with your Twitch credentials. Oh.
On my phone on the side and just turn the sound off.
Yeah. So it's going forward. If you want to, you can do it through Twitch. You can do it through just directly through Showbot too.
Okay. Send me a code.
Now putting those links in chat, which I should have done at the beginning of the show, although I think I was going through the show anyways. TomMnorm.showbot.tv if you want to enter in show titles. But anyway, we are Two Nerds One Quest. We are here Sunday mornings, 8 a.m. Central Time. Twitch.tv/TomMnorm or bit.ly/nerdtube. That's our YouTube channel. Go to the YouTube channel and subscribe or follow us to get notified when we go live or to view all of our past episodes. There is an investigators playlist from the first 3 or 4 sessions that we did the investigators. So this is kind of a continuation of that. However, it is with new characters and new stories. So it's kind of like a series of one-shots that are going to probably involve the same characters going forward, unless you guys want to switch around. You guys are more than welcome to change characters in between stories.
I really like playing a monk. I'm not likely changing. Ono is like I've wanted to play a monk for years at this point, so
I'll let the story tell if we make enough gold and if Chert is just done with this and he might go away. But otherwise, I think the dynamic here is going to be hilarious and fun to play.
I'm into it. Not changing. This is great.
Fantastic.
I was gonna say this may end up like for a little bit. It may end up being a thing where the two guys, it's like the two guys against Ono here because the situation is, yeah.
It turns out
I
wasn't actually upset at Flip. It's just that Ono makes me think I'm upset with Flip.
Well, yeah.
Patreon.com/Two Nerds One Quest. Support the show. Give us ratings or reviews wherever you get your podcast from. We have podcasts that will drop to Patreon. We have the podcast that drops on Thursday mornings, typically around 7:30 in the morning, free for all. The Patreon version has pre- and post-show content and a little bit better audio quality. The one on Thursday has the pre- and post-show content removed. So if you want to hear what we're talking about before and after the show, $1 a month gets you, if all goes well, 4 episodes, 4 podcasts a month. Plus, you will also get the uncut video through Patreon as well, because I chopped the video up on YouTube. Choppy. Chop. Slap chop.
Chop a broccoli. Chop a broccoli.
For me. for Cooch, for Genius, and for the player, JC.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
I almost said player DM JC. There, nerds.
Tom, I'll read the show titles for you if you want at the end. Voting for him. Take something off of because you're closing out and DMing the whole thing.